And again, I really appreciate this. I'm Lindsey Stroud here again, and this time I am founder and president of Tobacco Harm Reduction 101, or THR 101, which is a Florida-based 501c3 nonprofit advancing science-based smoke-free strategies to reduce the harms of combustible tobacco, and it's my baby. THR 101 welcomes FDA review of whether to issue modified risk tobacco orders for ZYN oral nicotine products. We believe the agency should issue these orders. A growing body of evidence shows oral nicotine products are substantially less harmful than combustible cigarettes. These products are also associated with statistically significant reductions in both smokeless tobacco and cigarette use. FDA itself has acknowledged these findings through its PMTA determinations, which kind of makes the whole MRTP process a little bit redundant. Ultimately, FDA does remain constrained by a regulatory framework that is increasingly disconnected from consumer behavior and public health outcomes. Historically, the American free market has driven innovation across industries, from medicine to transportation to computing. Under the 2009 Tobacco Control Act, however, it has become nearly impossible to bring a reduced risk tobacco product to market without extraordinary financial resources. PMTA evidentiary demands increasingly resemble pharmaceutical drug approval, while disregarding the real-world experience of tens of millions of U.S. adults who have used these newer products since 2007. The result is a severely constrained legal marketplace. To date, only 87 products have received PMTA authorizations from 10 manufacturers. Actually, really, it's 8 after you consider acquisitions. One manufacturer alone has more than 41% of those orders. The MRTP pathway is even narrower. Only 24 products from 4 companies, actually really 3. Its regulatory failure is reflected in a growing unauthorized market, including oral nicotine products. Notably, this expansion, though, has occurred with historical declines in smoking. According to the CDC's Behavioral Risk Factor Surveillance System survey, adult smoking fell to 11.6% in 2024. It's the lowest rate ever recorded in that survey. And among young adults aged 18 to 24 years old, smoking was just 5.9%. Since 2007, with these new products, adult smoking has declined more than 42%. And it's also among young adults, it's declined more by 80.5%. At a prior TIPSAC meeting, I made a kind of a tongue-in-cheek observation that Americans have greater access to fast food fried chicken sandwiches to legally authorized alternatives to cigarettes. And I did a little bit of research on that. During the fried chicken sandwich wars that kind of started in 2019, at least 20 fast food chains introduced new sandwiches. That is twice the number of manufacturers of PMTA product orders, and then more than 6 times the number of companies with MRTP orders. For a country that has known the dangers of smoking more than 50 years, this is wholly inadequate. And for a federal regulator committed to a reduced harm approach, it's deeply concerning. Ironically, since that meeting in October, FDA has issued marketing orders for 49 additional tobacco products. 6 were for oral nicotine pouches under the PMTA pathway. The remaining 43 were traditional tobacco products approved through less restrictive pathways. It's nearly twice the numbers of those fried chicken sandwiches. THR 101 supports FDA's issuance of MRTP orders for products with demonstrably reduced risk. But we urge the agency to critically reevaluate PMT and MRTP reviews. Parameters, regulatory policy should align with real-world evidence and accelerate, not impede, declines in smoking. Again, thank you for your time.